This is never before seen.
Season 4, never before seen clips, starting right now.
We don't need any banter because we want to jump right into this thing.
There he is.
Hey. Are we live already? Pouring myself coffee.
I feel like we're like in an action shot here. It's like a day in the life.
How often would you typically tour?
I mean, I'd probably spend about a quarter of the year touring. And when you get home, I find it takes me a good week to realize that nobody claps when I do the dishes.
But what's great about that show is that there was no exaggeration.
Yeah.
Parasites really are that bad. Nature is so vulgar. It's so disgusting. And it's so great. People love to talk about nature like it's you live naturally, you'll live a long, healthy life. No, it's full of parasites, predators. If you go out into the woods and just try to eat a random plant, it's always going to be poisonous or thorny or something. Like, it's very hard to find foods you can eat.
So what did your neurosurgeon doctor father think about you going into the arts?
He wanted me to be a heart surgeon.
You actually went to school.
Yeah, I started at the University of Saskatchewan. I took off pre-med as my major, and then I saw drama. Okay, I'll take that off too. I was the first pre-med drama double major. So I did all the pre-med courses, but I never applied to medical school.
One night, my dad and I sat down with a bottle of scotch, and he said, "Can you explain to me the music industry?" That was impossible, but I tried to from 8 o'clock to 11. My dad was an engineer and an economist. At 11 o'clock, he stood up and said, "I see no percentage in it. Good night."
Now, you've also had the opportunity to perform for Nelson Mandela.
There was a bit of a glitch with the track. I figured I have maybe 1 minute while they're figuring out this problem to run over and introduce myself to Nelson Mandela. I ran across the stage. I said, "I'm Susan Aglukark," and he got up and he said, "I'm Nelson Mandela."
Aww.
That's how humble he was.
Has there ever been anybody, I can't believe I'm working with them?
Well, I guess Peter O'Toole.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, so how is that?
Sorry, I just dropped this. Peter's hilarious. You come into the makeup trailer. "Peter, how was your weekend?" "I have no idea."
Your first one was Who the F is Arthur Fogel?
Oh, you have to do F on your show?
I already said, "Who the fuck is Arthur?" And they said, "That's not the title because it's too abstract."
It is. It's absolutely the title of the film is Who the Fuck is Arthur Fogel?
Science is just a very good way of looking at life, looking at the world around you.
I picked that clip specifically because of that jacket.
Jacket's awesome.
Yes, I'm a fashion trendsetter, as you can tell.
There's some science with that. There's math, definitely math in that.
Yeah. Come on, that was 1985. Give me a break.
No doubt, right?
3 or 4 years after we started another film called Killer Image with Michael Ironside. That film took me about 4 years to raise the money, and that was when I learned the best lesson. And someone said, "Do you want to let Michael Ironside read this?" So he read it. 3 weeks later, instantly funded. And I realized, okay, the entire film business is driven by actors, but it took me a long time to kind of realize that. People don't go to the movies to see me; they go to Harrison Ford.
But you knew how to sing a bit.
No, I tried a little bit of singing at home. I feel like singing is more than half mental. If you're thinking it's not going to sound good and you don't believe in it, your throat's going to close up. You're not going to project. I remember getting in the car with my dad. "If I'm going to do the show, I got to sing." And he goes, "Okay, well, I guess you're going to do some singing then."
Aww.
There's you and late Olivia Newton-John.
That was an amazing experience. I got called by Amy Skye, actually. "I'm doing this album with Olivia Newton-John, and can you play the Tibetan flute?" I said, "Of course I play the Tibetan flute. I mean, who doesn't, right?" Awesome.
Great.
That's it?
That's it.
Cheers. Don't forget to share.
Like.
Comment.
And of course, you have to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you can't keep doing this. So just subscribe.
Season 5 starts next week. Drops on Wednesday.